Welcome back, Salty fam. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. And today we are going to be getting into Kyle Cook's business, Loverboy, and just kind of going over the history of it and where it's at now and just what we think will happen to it. So the first kind of key milestones are it started in 2019 after a soft launch where he raised $1.25 million. And from there, it just like really took off on the show. He got tons of free press. And
well, that's like all they drink on the show.
All they drink. Everywhere they went. And even when they would go to restaurants, he'd be like bringing some. Yeah. Which is good. That's good hustle. He should, that was great.
Right.
And it worked so well that by 2020 to 2021, they were the number 4 hard tea sold in the nation.
Yeah. And that is interesting because that was during COVID times too. Mm-hmm. So he launched it probably right before COVID hit.
Which is a tough time to launch, but also kind of a unique, it maybe helped him time to launch of people ordering online.
People sitting at home drinking all the time.
Drinking hard teas all day.
But he does have an alcohol-free one, so you never know. But yeah, it's an interesting time. And I wonder if that is what's like also hurt his business.
Yeah, that I feel like you could almost argue it was a net help.
Okay.
Because more people at home watching TV than otherwise, so they would have seen it than otherwise. And then he sold direct to consumer, where that's where he's going to have the biggest margin. Yeah. Like if he sells through a distributor, he's going to have no margin. So he's get the biggest margin, I don't know. It's interesting.
I am definitely not very business savvy.
Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Neither am I. And then in 2022, they raised $3.5 million in a Series A. And at this point, they were doing $16 million in annual sales, and they had a cumulative total of $38 million sales in the business so far. Yeah. Which that's a lot of seltzer. Yeah. That is a lot of cans of Loverboy out there, and is really impressive. Yeah. Like, that's a big thing.
And didn't they not spend money on marketing by then?
Yeah, so just all this they haven't spent. Well, so he did 10 million sales, no marketing. By this point they've done 40, so they've started kind of thing, But still, those shows are so powerful.
They really
that
are.
He launches this and does 10 million in sales without a single dollar of ad spend.
Yeah.
Like, that is unheard of,
It is wild, but it's also wild to me that it is making all this money, but then on the show, he's always saying how broke he is. And it's like, is it because he took out all those personal loans, or
I think it's...
Why is it making a lot of money, but he's not able to make money?
I think it's trying to scale it up super quick, and they're overspending. Like, they make 10 million, or, they do 16 million of sales. Who knows what the net is? But instead of pulling that money out of the business and paying himself, they then take all of it to go hire 5 people for next year.
Yeah.
And so they actually haven't pulled anything out. They're just rolling it into the next year to try to blow it up.
Right.
But it's like they did it too fast, where it just kind of, well, that's what we'll see. So that was by 2022. Everything is going great. It looks like he's got lightning in a bottle. He's like, holy crap, we're going to scale this, have some huge exit.
And that's the same year, I believe, that they got married.
Yeah. And then it seems like it all starts to kind of change from there. So then in 2023 on the show, he's talking about scaling expenses, outpacing revenue, and supposedly they took a $3 million loss in 2023. So, they sold 16 million, in sales, but by the time they paid everything and paid everyone, they're in the whole 3 million, which is
just
crazy.
So crazy to me that that's how it works.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like something is not going right. Where you have a negative margin of 25% almost.
Right? That's
so crazy.
And so he has $4 million in debt of his own money.
Yeah, that he's personally liable for. Okay. So they issue the loan to the business, but if the business he can't bankrupt it out, I think is what it is.
Okay.
Unless he personally files bankruptcy, the business could or whatever. But so that was 2023. They posted $3 million of losses. Then in 2024, it's revealed that in the first half of 2024, they've lost another 1.5 million just in operation, and Kyle's mentioning on the show that he's worried he'll have to shut the business down. And some of the castmates are saying, hey, it might be an okay, that might be like what you got to do, dude. Like, I get this is your dream, but you're burning $3 million a year on it.
Is that when he now decided to be a DJ?
This is around that time. Not that time, but then shortly after. So in 2025, it says they partially kind of were able to stabilize the business a little bit because they launched Loverboy, which is the THC drinks. Which I bet are pretty good. We've tried the Loverboys and they taste good.
They are good drinks. But how ironic him releasing a THC drink and then giving a hard time to Amanda about her smoking at bedtime after she's taken the dogs out.
I know. I love that. She's like, the dogs were asleep. Okay.
Yeah. Like, I took the dogs in for bed and I was laying in bed and I took a hit. Yeah. It's like, leave the girl alone.
Being judged by the guy who gets so blackout he doesn't even know if he cheated on you or not.
Yeah.
It's like, zip
for
it,
like
bro.
10 years straight.
Yeah. But so they partially kind of stabilized doing that, another revenue stream. But then it basically takes us to present day, and already on the show, he's talking more about kind of the struggles. So just this season, he mentioned he had to personally put in $500,000 to keep the operations going. It's probably to like make payroll or like an inventory order or something crazy. And at that point where he's talking about that on the show, he had halted his salary for 9 months. So that's kind of the other thing too. So while they're operating before that, the business is losing money every year, but he's still getting paid a salary.
Okay. Like as an employee, not as a CEO.
And that's part of the loss. So like as an owner, if it made money, he would get whatever his percentages of that cut.
Right.
It's losing money. So as an owner, he's not getting anything, but he was collecting salary to like, pay for their day-to-day stuff.
So I wonder what that salary was.
I bet it was pretty good. I bet it was like $250 or something.
Yeah.
Maybe $150. But
in New York, probably.
But that's what I'm thinking, probably higher in New York,
it's so expensive there.
And then he says, that's why he started DJing, because he halted his salary and he needs money coming in. But I think that's like a total cop-out, dude. It's like, no, you need to focus on your business and like get your life under control, dude.
Yeah.
Because again, think of those revenue numbers. Like, dude, if you can get that thing profitable, you'll create so much enterprise value so quick that you could even do like a quick exit. You're not going to get as much as you dreamed of when you started it.
Right.
But you still make a crap ton of money. Yeah. It's interesting, but it seems like
maybe
it's
he just got
really
burnt
struggling.
Out,
And well, I think it's just his alcohol.
Yeah.
Drinking
too much.
Yeah.
Falling asleep at his fan's house.
Yeah.
Driving to college campuses 3 hours away.
Like, think how hard he parties on Summer House and how chaotic his relationship life is with Amanda.
And it doesn't stop when they aren't filming.
No, it probably gets worse.
Because a lot of it happens, a lot of the chaos and the rumors happen while they aren't filming. So he might be like on better behavior. Just kind of scary.
I bet it gets worse. And then think, someone dealing with all of that, are they really going to be making these great decisions, building this business? Like, and is he really that focused on it?
No.
If everything else is all this craziness, like
maybe he still has time and energy to go out till 6 a.m. on a random Tuesday.
He ain't working that hard.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Like, that is a fact. If you can party all the time, you're not working hard.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So it's interesting. So it seems like it is kind of like on the way out. And, it's interesting with them splitting, just like looking at the website, it's still totally marketed as if they're together and it's them selling it.
Yeah.
Which is really hard because that's just like building key man risk in his business where if he sold it, but people only buy it because they're on the website, because they need to be on the website still, And I think mostly because Amanda's part of it.
Yeah.
Because with them splitting, I think it's very weird. It's not just she's on the website, it's on like they're together.
Right.
On the website.
They look like a couple. They're, holding each other and
it's like
way more coupley than we've ever seen on Summer House.
Like they've never looked that happy in 10 seasons of Summer House.
No.
Of how they look on the website. And it's crazy. And she's on there because they know it converts more.
Yeah.
And I bet that really kind of pisses him off about the whole business as a whole. Like, one of the best things about it is the brand and the design, which
Right.
Amanda did.
Right.
And then now to even sell it on the website, he needs Amanda on the website.
Yeah.
But he likes to pretend like she does nothing or whatever,
Right.
you know, when even if she doesn't do anything day to day, just her work on the brand and her physical presence on the website is obviously crucial to the business. And I bet that pisses him off.
Bravo revolves, has a lot of girl viewers. So
Mostly.
Yeah.
Like 95% probably.
You know, I can't imagine many of us girl viewers watching their relationship is going to support,
So,
him
I
over
fund
her.
Kyle Cook getting wasted cheating on the next
And,
girl.
women usually buy the stuff in the household.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, they'll probably go buy Loverboy because, oh, my God, it's Loverboy. How many guys are going to go out and be like, oh, my God, it's Loverboy from Bravo.
Yeah, for sure.
Very slim few.
That's not the target audience.
So she did probably bring in a lot of fans to buy the stuff the hats and sweatshirts and all the merch that they have. And I mean, honestly, it is going to be sad to know that Amanda's not behind Loverboy anymore. And personally, I mean, I've bought the sweatshirt and stuff because Amanda,
her brand work is dope.
Yeah, her graphic design work, and it's a great sweatshirt, but it is sad to know that she won't be there anymore.
I know. And he is just gonna keep her on that website as long as he possibly can.
I know, or he's too broke to pay someone to fix
change it.
Yeah.
No, I bet they tried because building a business that you want to sell, you don't want to be the face of it because then you can't sell it because they say, well, people only buy it because they think they're buying from you. So I bet they've tried and they just can't, because it's like a personal brand basically for them almost, which is interesting, but I'm sure we'll get more as the season unfolds, and we'll see where Loverboy is in a couple years, or if Kyle just totally drops it and goes all in on DJing, you know, who knows?
For sure.
But thanks for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.